The DNA that codes for rRNA changes slowly during evolution. rRNA sequence data indicates that there are three domains of life. So the archaea, eukaryotic, and bacteria. So members of the archaea are more closely related to the members of the eukaryotic than bacteria. Animals are more closely related to fungi than they are to plants. DNA sequence data indicate that the last common ancestor for the apes and humans lived 7 million years ago. For more recent evidence, mitochondrial DNA is used. The reason for that is because mitochondrial DNA changes occur more frequently than nuclear DNA. Mitochondrial DNA indicates that humans first evolved in Africa and later migrated to Eurasia. Primates. The order of mammals that is arboreal, so adapted to living in trees, have mobile limbs, grasping hands, flattened face, binocular vision, large brains, reduced rate of reproduction, can be divided into two main groups. You have the prosimians, include lemurs, treasures, and lorises. Anthropoids includes monkeys, apes, and humans. Limbs are mobile, so hands and feet have 5 digits. In many primates, the big toe and the thumb are what we call opposable, so that it can touch the other toes or fingers, results in a grip that is both powerful and precise, can easily reach out and bring food to the mouth. Primates. The eyes are in front of the head, resulting in stereoscopic vision. Humans and the apes have 3 different kinds of cone cells. Normal primates use a larger and more complex brain. It is smallest in prosimians and largest in humans and Neanderthals. The cerebral cortex expanded so much that it became extensively folded in humans. Less of it is dedicated to smell, and more of it is dedicated to sight. Reduced reproductive rates, so it is difficult to care for several offspring while moving among tree branches. So primates normally only have one bird at a time, so the juvenile period of dependency is extended. So we're going to be comparing the human skeleton to our closest relative, which is a chimpanzee. So humans walk upright compared to chimpanzees knuckle walking. The human spine axis is inferior to the center of the skull, so the skull is the midline of the body. The longer human spine places the center of gravity over the feet. Humans' buried pelvis and hip joints keep them from swaying when they walk. The longer neck of the human femur causes it to angle inward at the knees. The human femur is larger at the bottom, and the tibia is larger at the top. The human toe is not opposable. Instead, the foot has an arc that enables humans to walk long distances. So these are some of the differences between humans and also our closest relative, which is the chimpanzee. So an evolutionary tree represents the history of a group of organisms. So all primates share a common ancestor. So in our case, in the case of humans, we actually share a common ancestor with the primates. So lineage is the line of descendant. So when two lineages first diverge from a common ancestor, their genes and proteins are nearly identical. However, as time goes by, each accumulates genetic changes, which lead to RNA and protein changes. Genetic changes can be used as a type of molecular clock, and this is used to indicate the relatedness of two groups and when they actually diverge from each other. Prosimians. This includes the lemurs, tarsiers, and the lorises. Anthropoids are all of the hominids that gibbons, oval monkeys such as the baboons, ground dwellers, rhesus monkeys, and the New World monkeys such as the spider monkey and capuchin. Hominids that includes our closest primates relatives such as the chimpanzees, gorillas, and orangutans. Hominid, only the gorillas, chimpanzees, humans, and their close extinct relatives. Hominid are humans and species very closely related to humans. Humans and chimpanzees share a common ancestor between 5 and 7 million years ago, and have evolved separately from the ancestor ever since. Similarly, humans and apes share a common ape-like ancestor, which are two species branched off from 7 million years ago. Humans did not evolve from apes because today's apes are distant cousins. We're contemporaries, living on Earth simultaneously. So let's talk about the first hominins and how they're different from humans and other apes. So bipedal posture, so walking on 2 feet. So the shape, the face, and the brain size was different. So bipedal posture is the most important hallmark. Humans have a flatter face, more pronounced chin. Humans don't have the sharp canines of an ape, and chimpanzees have a brain size about a third that of a human. The earliest fossil of hominins. So the fossils have been found from the time the ape and the human lineage split. So the oldest of these fossils is Sahelanthropus chandensis, dated 7 million years ago, found in Chad in Central Africa. The skull appears to be hominin. It has smaller canines and thicker tooth enamel than an ape. The brain case, however, is very ape-like. Aurorine tugenensis, dated at 6 million years ago and found in Eastern Africa. The anatomy suggests a bipedal posture. The canine teeth are large and pointed. Arm and finger bones retain adaptations for climbing. Some suggest that this fossil is an ancestor to the chimpanzees. 2 species of ardipithecines have been uncovered: Ardipithecus calabath and Ardipithecus ramidus. Ardipithecus cavata is 5.6 million years ago, and Ardipithecus ramidus is 4.5 million years ago. Some features are palm-like in ape, others are like humans. The ardipithecines are important link between our quadruped ancestors and bipedal hominins. The hominin line of descent begins with the Australopithecines. Originally, some were classified as gracile, which means that it's slender. Some were robust, had strong upper bodies and massive jaws. Recent changes in the classification have separated graciles into the genus Australopithecus and robust into the genus Paranthropus.